plane turns to make its final approach for landing. But when an engine fails, there's big trouble. Farnborough, England. Thousands of spectators have gathered to watch some brand new planes perform in this air show. These cargo planes are demonstrating their specialty, short runway landings. Brad Fowles is the co-pilot on one of the planes.
Everything is working fine at this point. In fact, the show is going along very, very smoothly for us.
Fowles' plane takes off and entertains the crowd with a dazzling display. Until it turns and prepares to land. The plane suddenly encounters a strong tailwind and speeds out of control. Pilot Bill Loverseat tries to slow down, but one of the propellers is jammed. Passenger Eric Lane remembers the desperate moment.
Loverseat said to Fowles, "The controls are not reacting."
The crew faces a no-win situation. If they stay airborne, they risk a mid-air collision. And if they lose control, they'll crash into the crowd below.
There just was not enough altitude remaining for the aircraft to recover.
We were coming down at a hell of a rate.
It was going to crash.
It was really quite apparent that we were all going to be killed.
At the last moment, the pilot manages to pull the plane out of its nosedive.
The timing of the recovery attempt brought us to a level altitude just a second or so before the impact. It was very close.
But disaster cannot be averted. The plane crashes into the runway and bursts into flames.
The impact was so great that all of our senses grayed out for a short period of time.
Spectators are horrified as the plane breaks apart, littering the runway with a smoldering trail of debris.
The first thing that I noticed was the smell of fire.
Fortunately, the fuel tank is nearly empty, so the fire quickly burns itself out. But the men are trapped inside the wreckage, and no one knows if they are alive or dead. Emergency teams race to the crash site, prepared for the worst. They climb into the burnt fuselage and are amazed to find that all three men are alive, but Eric is seriously injured.
The impact broke my ribs and punctured my spleen, and it was Brad's voice that really convinced me that I wasn't dead, and dead people don't hurt as much as I was hurting.
Thanks to some skillful flying, the only damage on the ground is to a car that's been hit by a propeller blade.
Parts of the aircraft landed in front of the crowd, in the crowd, over the crowd's head, and didn't hit one person. It was very, very fortunate. That was the closest I have ever come to dying, and the closest I ever want to get to it.